sure you check out our new sponsor, The Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Good Feeling One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. There's reports out there, and I'll link an article in the description proving that to be factual, that Anthony Davis still wants out of New Orleans in spite of the New Orleans Pelicans getting the number one pick, and they're going to draft number one overall pick, Zion Williamson. Let's talk about it. And also let's talk a little bit about is Zion Williamson and John Morant going to the smaller market teams, the Pelicans and the Memphis Grizzlies, bad for the NBA, or is it good for the NBA? Let's chop it up, man. Appreciate the love and support. Keep sharing the videos, man. Much love, man. Never thought we'd make it this far. Check our NBA playlists out. NBA 101, our live show. We got to get on that and do one real soon. NBA Talks is all our NBA video formats that we do. But yeah, Anthony Davis, 26 years old. He probably not sure Zion gonna be the real deal. Now, if he thought Zion was gonna be a young LeBron, maybe stick around there. But I think he ready to get out of New Orleans. He ready to get on the big stage. He tired of being forgotten. He see Jokic getting all the shine, Joel Embiid getting all this shine. He want to go somewhere where the light's going to be on him. And New Orleans, according to Undisputed this morning, got the smallest media market in the NBA, even smaller than Oklahoma City, even smaller than Orlando. And that's crazy. New Orleans, what they've been through after Hurricane Katrina and all of that. And, remember the New Orleans Saints wasn't shit for years. They just got popping with Drew Brees. I remember Aaron Brooks. I remember they was the Aints. So New Orleans ain't looked at as a huge sports town. You know what I'm saying? So it's hurting his brand. It's hurting shoe contracts. You see Kawhi, even his New Balances are bigger than anything Anthony Davis. Nobody even know if Anthony Davis got a shoe. Paul George, we know about his shoes. Kyrie Irving, we know about his shoes. And arguably, Anthony Davis is more talented than both of those guys. Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, even Carmelo Anthony, who ain't in the league, we know about Melo's shoes. We don't know nothing about Anthony Davis. He in oil commercials, and he's just a non-fucking factor down there in New Orleans, and that's a product of being in New Orleans, and that's a product of not winning. If he could uplift them to winning, he could do what LeBron. He could do what LeBron did for Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? He can do what the many other dudes, Oklahoma City with Kevin Durant and Harden, and now with Westbrook and Paul George doing for Oklahoma City. He can do that for New Orleans, but it's tough to win when you got an incompetent coach like Alvin Gentry. Alvin Gentry is not a good coach. I remember he was with the Pistons back in the day. I would never thought in a million years after his pathetic coaching job with the Pistons that he would get another coaching job. But it was 10 years later, he got that job because he lined himself with the Golden State Warriors. Anything that the Warriors had touched at the time was turned into straight gold. So, I just don't think they got I trust David Griffin, but they don't have the coaching. That's the one thing about New Orleans. Alvin Gentry don't preach defense enough. He don't feature Anthony Davis in the post enough. If he featured Anthony Davis in the post and at the 3-point line, it'd have been a way more effective team. They don't got depth. It's just the market. If Anthony Davis was getting his ass whooped in LA like that, he wouldn't care because he'd be marketed. He'd be in all types of movies, commercials. It ain't about winning for Anthony Davis. Let me just say that. First of all, it ain't about winning. First of all, for him, it's about getting, famous, getting star status. Not looking at Jokic getting more shine than you. Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis. It's about status, bro. That's what it is. That's the first thing about him. It ain't fuck all that winning shit. It ain't about winning. That's secondary to him. He want the shoe deals. He want people to know who he is. A lot of people don't know. Outside the basketball world, don't care who Anthony Davis is. He ain't Brady. He ain't LeBron. He ain't Gretzky. He ain't Montana, Barry, Walter Payton, Emmett. He's synonymous with his sport like that. You're going to get to James Harden. You're going to get to LeBron, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Giannis, Kawhi. But you're going to associate them, Westbrook, with basketball before you get to Anthony Davis. It's not saying that he's not more talented than the majority of those guys, which he is. But when you in that type of New Orleans market and it's killing your buzz, you know what I'm saying? Because Zion Williamson lift the buzz up there, he definitely gonna lift the buzz up there. Anthony Davis got some help, and I think they could light the NBA on fire if they play together. But Then again, secondary, he want to win. You know, if you win, then really you be put on a pedestal. If you win anywhere, you know, if you win in Boston, if you win in Oklahoma City, you gonna get that status though. But for him, it's about that status, man. Even if he be losing with LeBron in LA, it's about status. And he want that fame, man. He want that notoriety. He want that praise. And like I said before, you can get to 10 NBA players that may not be more talented than him, but they more popular than him. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, they getting more buzz than him. You know, nobody really knows Anthony Davis like that, like he should be known. But, you know, Zion can raise his profile. They're going to have a lot of in national games. That's another thing. The Pelicans don't have a ton of national games. He want those national games. So Zion can really raise their profile, man, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He really could raise their profile. But I ain't mad at Anthony Davis. You know, do what you do right. You committed there for how many years he been there, signed the extension. That's his prerogative. Ain't nobody knocking him. If you feel you're ready to go, you're ready to go and chase fortune and fame somewhere else, man. But he can't tell me it's about winning first. Nigga, it's about getting that money, getting them endorsements and stuff, man. But was it a bad thing for Zion Williamson to go to New Orleans Pelicans? I thought about it. I'm like, damn, Zion should really pull a John Elway or Eli Manning. For people who don't know, they both refused to go to a particular team at the top of the draft. But I said, you know what? I sat here and thought about it, man. No, it's not a bad thing that Zion Williamson went to the New Orleans Pelicans, man, and Ja Morant is going to go to the Memphis Grizzlies probably. I think that's a great thing for the NBA. The NBA need more parity, man. They need more stars in small markets. If Zion Williamson is the star that we think some people think he's going to be, and I think he will be a good star, you know, he's going to elevate New Orleans. He's going to elevate the media market. He'll get national media coming down there. He can do what LeBron did for Cleveland if he anything remotely close to LeBron is. And they got 2,000 season tickets holders just after they got the number one pick last year. So the NBA need that. It can't just be L.A., New York, Boston, Oakland. Not even Oakland with Golden State. It's not even about Oakland. Oakland is just got hot. You know, they like New England of basketball. They just built a dynasty. You know, they got a dynasty. It wasn't designed to go that way. But the NBA got to figure out, you need the Oklahoma Cities, you need the Indianas, you need the Detroits, the Philadelphias, the Orlando Magic, the Miami Heats. You need the Pelicans, the Rockets, the Mavericks. You need those smaller market teams, Atlanta Hawks. You need those smaller market teams to really do well. Because a lot of those markets ain't too small. You know, Atlanta is a booming city. A lot of people come out and spend a bunch of money in Atlanta. New Orleans, you put a winter together, a lot of people show up and spend a whole bunch of money on New Orleans Pelican gear. You've seen it with the New Orleans Saints. The NBA need to focus on parity. It was the best thing that happened to the NBA last night. Zion and Ja Morant going to small market teams. That's the best thing. People tired of seeing the same as the same teams winning LA, Boston. You know, they tired of trying to see, New York getting the number one pick. Get a drummer some, man. Get some of the smaller market teams. People want parity. That's what makes the NFL by far better than the NBA. You don't know who gonna make it to the championship because of injuries. Somebody get hot. It's a lot of parity in the NFL. In the NBA, it lacks parity, man. It lacks a ton of parity, and they need to fix that, man. Real talk. And this is the beginning of that. They all mad because the reporters, he should have went. Shannon, he should have went to LA. Shut up. Who he be saying we? Like, who is we? Like, you're not even qualified to talk about basketball. Who is we? He got his little statisticians in his ear. They do all the research. He act like he knows something. Who is we? You're not a part of LeBron. LeBron don't even like you. Who is we? You're not part of Los Angeles Lakers. He be saying we like he Maverick Carter or Rich Paul. Like, nigga, we. Like, shut up. They legitimately hiring fanboys to talk sports on all day, man. I'm seriously considering starting a sports show in the morning like that for YouTube, man. I'm seriously considering that, man. And hopefully this fall we can put it together and I'll get a couple of my homeboys. We have a round table, do it that way. But appreciate it. Let me know what y'all think, about the Anthony Davis thing, and was it good that Zion Williamson went to, smaller market in New Orleans. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Hellblaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow Unboxing get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, soaps, lotions, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. Website, promo code, both in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Check out their 100% all natural products, man. You definitely gonna love them. I'm telling you. They super, super dope, man. Use the promo code, get 18% off. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. And just keep sharing the videos. Best donation you can make. Check out the Patreon. We'll be updating it. Hopefully I get to it today. I'm lacking. But if you want to make a donation, the link's in the description. But best way to donate, share the videos. Check all the links in the description. All our links there. One time for the one time we go.